Showtime! Breaking news, breaking news. Welcome back. Come on in, come on in.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate everybody coming here from the Hella Raid. I popped in that chat in the beginning. It was very interesting. So shout out to Hella. Thank you so much for sending your chat over here, and thank you Adrian and all my moderators for being here. A lot of stuff took place in true crime this week. I mean, Alex Murdaugh getting approval for a new trial was huge, as well as Corey Richins and her sentencing that finally took place. And that was life without parole, which I thought was very fair. So the other thing that took place this week was a little update in Tricia's situation. Actually, let me send the link to Alex Erickson. She might be able to join. It was kind of not like 100% promise, but I wanted to make sure that I invited her. I invited Jen Lou as well and Melly, because I think that our reaction to Olap's video that she put out this week, which was another update this week, her video their video. I guess I shouldn't say like her. Like I just know the channel as Olap, and her channel is linked in the description box, and I will have a moderator right now link it in chat as well. And Olap, Jolene, Hella, Everyday with Jay, even Crusha and Difficult Research. Alex Erickson has her Real Talk channel. You guys have all been kind of highlighting this Tricia. I don't even know what to call it. Train wreck. Let me just pull up this right here. Give you guys a little bit of a visual. I just thought that she was somebody in the true crime community that I thought every now and then, hey, Sharon, she had good panel guests. Like I'd never really put too much attention on the channel Websleuths unless they had somebody on with them that I was like really interested in hearing or whatever, and then they backed Lauren Matthias in her whole 9-hour live stream. I have a stalker, even to the point where she had Grayson, Lauren's producer, friend, whatever you want to call her. Some people think that there's more going on between them. I don't know. But Grayson goes up on Tricia's channel, and I was like, what is this? Like, and to this day, I believe, I know for sure because they recently paneled together on another case. Tricia still supports Lauren Matthias and her falsely accusing Christina of being her stalker for 9 hours, which that live stream is still up. Which is just every single day that you leave that up is just defamation against Christina's character. Everybody seems to have come to the consensus. I would say the majority of people that looked at that 9-hour stream saw it for what it was. And yet Tricia and I mean, it is what it is, but even Vinnie Politan has done numerous episodes with Hidden True Crime, Lauren Matthias, and Court TV collaborations. These people are still backing her, and I just can't understand why. And Tricia fell into that category. So when people started highlighting her being a grifter, whatever you want to call her, I was very interested and entertained with everyone's coverage and just like the highlighting of her train wreck. And then it got like much deeper. It wasn't just Tricia was like somebody who seemed to always like dry bag on her live streams. That she also covered true crime. It wasn't just this woman who decided to back Lauren Matthias in this whole falsely accusing a mother of 4 as being her stalker. Come to find out there never was a stalker. The law enforcement agreed that it wasn't like a stalking situation. The judge did not agree to a permanent protection order because they didn't feel it was a real stalking situation. But for some reason, Tricia backed her and still does. So this whole thing about her former friend who passed and this probate thing going on, like when you guys started like highlighting that, and I know that like True Crime Community has been following it so closely because I see you guys in these chats. Like, and I'm like following this whole thing. And then Olap put out their video this week, and I just thought it was so brilliant. It was done so perfectly. Like, it really lays out like the hypocrisy in this woman, and just her going after Beth B's whatever she had left behind in her inheritance or assets. It really was like, wow, this is so much worse than just some quote unquote YouTube bad actor. So Tricia from Websleuths faced community backlash over a contested probate claim and later dropped the probate claim application amid heavy scrutiny. So that came out yesterday, I believe. So that was like breaking news. Like, we weren't going to be following this like civil process of this probate. We listened to Lori Hellis give her opinion of it on Jolene's channel and just kind of break down what it seemed like Tricia was seeking, and the whole thing of her having Beth B's phone in a Faraday bag. Like, when I heard that, I was like, and this is out of Tricia's own mouth. This isn't hearsay. I mean, because I wanted to be sure. Like, I'm like, okay, this isn't just gossip, right? This is actually her playing this out for her channel. And hello everyone that's joined. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, replay viewers, give it a hype if you can, and comment in the comment section if you do hype it, because I really appreciate that. And you guys love letting me know that you've given me your hypes and all that. So thank you, replay viewers. So it says, what happened? She withdrew the probate application after scrutiny. Tricia has opted to dismiss her probate application. Unclear if it's from intense scrutiny from several creators covering this or done for some other reasons. Many commenters credited creators who exposed the situation. I'm so glad she dropped it. I didn't expect it. These are quotes. Congratulations to Jolene and all who brought this to our attention. People worry she tried to use a story to raise money. Probate is expensive, Tricia. They make you pay up front. I am slow, but I just figured why she did this on her channel to get her current viewers upset about Daphne and ask for money to fight this. So they just feel like they were manipulated and that it was strategically laid out there by Tricia on her platform. And this was just something I could not look away from. I'm like, what? Users allege she pressured or mishandled a friend's estate. The whole thing was and is very suspect. She did it all live for some reason. Her changing stories about the estate and who gets what is all online now. Hold on, let me just switch up to Olap's video. I'll continue to read too, like some more of this recap of the update, because like I said, a lot of stuff in true crime was happening this week, and it wasn't just the convicted criminals. Okay, so this is the Olap video we'll watch that they put out. Claims of inappropriate handling of deceased person's belongings were raised. Tricia stole the phone and purse and is intentionally doing everything she can to obstruct Daphne, but I think Tricia's con has finally met with a brick wall.
I'm very sorry about this. Real quick.
Community reaction. Many expressed relief or satisfaction that the application was dropped. Finally. Others called her conduct exploitative and criticized publicizing private details. Tricia is so disgusting for putting all this dead woman's business on blast when the one thing everyone agrees is that she wanted to be private. Some users referenced creators who covered and critiqued Tricia heavily. Jolene did excellent work, but she was one of several. Thank goodness they exposed Tricia for the grifter she is, in my opinion. And like I said, I've followed so many channels coverage and highlight of this for weeks now. And then finally I was like, you know what? Like after Olap's video that they did this week, I was like, this is just so in your face for it is what it is with this woman. Like clear as day. Like there's something a little shisty about her. Like it's over the top. Like I know we talk about certain creators out there like begging for money or like complaining about the lack of money or super chats, but the way that Tricia goes about it, like this first clip right here, she's like, I hate to do this. You're gonna hear it over and over, and it's like people who hate asking for help just don't ever do it. Like you won't hear them say, I hate asking for help, but it's like I don't think that you're the type that like hates to do it. And Olap is going to show us like firsthand that they laid it right out. Let's see. Other reported issues around her channel. Comments claim heavy moderation and deleted criticism. It took about 5 seconds for my comment to get deleted. LOL. Past disputes over Websleuths ownership and finances were recalled. I did not find anything in Tricia's responses in the case that said she did not do these things, just legal defenses as to why she should not be held responsible for the allegations. So that's a whole other civil case regarding her website, Websleuths, and all that, that people are now playing depositions for and really going through those files as well. Right now, specifically, I think we're just going to focus tonight on the probate information, which now you guys have heard it all. It's been dropped. And then we'll just react to Olap's video here because it's so freaking funny. Users tied this episode to wider concerns about elder financial abuse and ethics. Elder financial abuse is a real thing, and it happens to many in many ways. So yeah, that is the update on her trying to get a former friend's inheritance and her feeling like she was entitled to, and enough to try to get help from her subscribers to fight this through the probate. Like, I'm so glad that it's been shut down. Like, honey, because we were all getting ready to follow this thing like all the way to the end. Just reading your guys' comments in chat. Con artist. I did see, oh my gosh. You know how you can put your finger or your mouse on a video and like just see a little bit preview? I saw that Lauren and her husband did a reaction to Corey Richards' sentencing, and I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? So I don't know. We might discuss that tomorrow night. But hi, Dream Feed Media, another good channel who's been highlighting this chaos. Dallas has an estate abuse exploitation unit. We can make reports. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, this story was freaking crazy. And it not even being the only situation where like somebody close to her, like, and she handles their estate and stuff, like it's like a regular thing from my understanding. She exploited BB. Sometimes I might call her BB because that's what the forums refer to her as too. In her life and her death. Sad. Tricia did not need to share all the details of her death. Oh my gosh. A friend that started out as a subscriber. And that gives the whole YouTube platform like a bad name too. You know what I mean? And creators on here like out here fishing for, and Beth B lived alone, had no children. Oh, perfect type of subscriber to befriend. Oh, you know what I mean? Like very weird alignment. because they're coming to you. Subscribers are coming to you. A lot of times, like, you guys want to reach out to us on, in our messages or email, and, it doesn't take long for somebody to exchange conversations with you, and you realize, like, oh, they live alone, they're not married, like, and all that could have just been going off as like radars and like light bulbs for somebody who's a scammer. Oh, perfect. And you don't have to do much work because they come to you because of the channel and the cases you cover, and etc. Okay, so I have the link out there for my friends. They may or may not join. Hella. Great live earlier as well, Hella. I was saying, too kind for sending your raid here. Thank you so much. But I know that you and other people were in this premiere video when it came out this week, and I'm sorry, I could not stop cracking up.
Quickly, I need to tell you, we are doing a fundraiser now.
And I just have to say, because some people don't know this, any YouTube channel that says I'm doing a fundraiser, if they're doing the fundraiser off of YouTube, like, for example, oh, here's our link to it or whatever, you know what I mean? You don't have to send them money like outside of YouTube. Like, YouTube has their own setup where you can set it up to, like, if, like, right now you could send a super chat and it would go to me. If a creator set up ahead of time for the stream to be a fundraiser stream, we can actually go through and see, like, I don't know if they're sponsored or what, but there's a whole list, like St. Jude's Children's Hospital, EquiSearch, that foundation that searches for missing people and lost people and children. There's so many that YouTube will let you pick. So I always get very like uneasy feelings. And I'm not saying that it's always the case where they're like skimming the donations, but I'm letting you guys know who don't know. A channel on YouTube can set up fundraisers through YouTube. Like, you don't need to go through a link and donate to this person or that person, and it'll get donated to the foundation or person. Like, that is such an easy way. Yes, Olap is the bomb. Easy way for you to get scammed. And people just don't know that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying they're all scamming. I'm just letting you guys know that, like, it should sound off like a tiny bell in your head now that you know that there's fundraisers that will go through a process that it never touches the creator's hands. The cash goes right to the foundation. So already her talking about this fundraiser, and look, you could just tell also, like, I'm not saying that I know how to detect deceptive behavior because I'm not an expert, but people do certain things when they're being deceptive and when they're trying to hide things. Like, they'll tuck in their lips so that they have like no lip, you know what I mean, as they're like in between they're talking, or they'll look off to the side, or they'll start blinking a lot. And you'll see Tricia does like all these types of things.
The advertising for January was just awful. And the server fee is due tomorrow. Now, this morning, I didn't have enough money to pay it. I'm getting close now, but that's just one of the bills. Okay, that's just the first bill that's really due. So I'm going to put up here a link to where you can go right to PayPal. Again, it's the month of January. February is looking much better. I think we're going to be okay for February, but we still, Websleuths has things like some legal issues we have to deal with. We're not getting sued. There's no problems, but there's legal filings and things that I need to do. All kinds of types of legal things to protect Websleuths that I need to do once a year. It's coming upon that time. Again, server bill, we pay contractors. There's all kinds of different bills that you guys don't have to worry about. You shouldn't know about, and don't even give us a thought about.
Remember those words. You shouldn't have to know about. the server bill, you shouldn't have to know about. All these other things you shouldn't have to know about, but you're about to hear about them. You're about to hear 40 minutes of them, pretty much. So strap in. But the thing too that you will also notice, and I'm just gonna let this play after this, she doesn't give solutions for these financial problems. Like, she doesn't say, I don't know, I'm trying to brainstorm, like maybe we need to bring in more clicks somehow, like maybe our approach, or like for example, her webcam here, like maybe I need to invest in a webcam and have better thumbnails, which could help us get our website out there and clicked on more, and etc. Like, just, she'll never brainstorm or like ask the people to help her brainstorm and come up with ways to improve the company or the brand or even her channel. It's always just like, oh, I'm in a bad spot, help me. Oh, that we have to pay, and it's like, yeah, this seems to be a problem that's reoccurring, but there's never a solution. There's never even a plea with, I'm at a loss of what I can do to make this brand look better. Do you guys have any suggestions? Like, she doesn't even pretend to try to come up with like a solution. It's just her solution in her mind is, let me ask the subs for money.
Because that's what I'm hearing. Okay. I always say, and this is my golden saying, and I hope they put this on my tombstone. My saying is, some people are dream catchers. Tricia Griffith is the shit catcher. This is what I hate, but I got to do it. Thank you. We were able to pay the server fee yesterday. Thank you for your donations. You are wonderful. January was a horrible month. And so I am, we do have other bills that need to be paid coming up toward the end of the week and next week. If you can possibly afford a donation, I've just put a PayPal address up there. And I have to come to you when situations like this happen. If you can donate something, that would be great. I do have a Patreon channel. If you can donate to Websleuths through PayPal, I just put the link up there. I really, really appreciate it. It's just business. You gotta make money.
It's just business. Well, okay. Some of us didn't take business courses. Some of us don't even need to take business courses to know that if your business model is you hitting a live button and getting your voice and image out there for your subs or whoever is even clicking in between, like, subscribe, maybe they just find you in the algorithm. If your business model is just hitting the live button and dry begging and begging people for money to help you stay afloat, like, wow, like, wouldn't more businesses do that? I mean, I guess there are shady businesses out there who rob and steal or sell you something that's crap, right? But holy cow, like, I guess, like, I used to do reselling of, and before my dad passed, we would buy things and then resell them at like a flea market, an indoor flea market. This whole time I'm doing all this work for that and we're running around. I could have just came on here years and years ago doing what Tricia's doing. You know what I mean? It's just like, holy cow. And there's no shame. There's no, like I said, shit stir too. And that's the thing that I also realized with everyone's like coverage and highlight of this woman is like, why did she have Grayson on? Why? It was so like, she's just wanting to kind of get in on the drama, like, because why not? You know what I mean? It brings in views, maybe. Like, I don't think that she really had Grayson on and backed Lauren much more than just for Lauren's subscriber count. You know what I mean? Because if you decided the same way that people are backing JLR with everything, all the, listen, innocent till proven guilty. But we got into it last week highlighting one of these storm chasers or vloggers who are still standing by JLR and told his chat, like, if you want to unsubscribe from me, that's fine. JLR is my friend. He has 500,000 subscribers. Other people are willing to sell their souls and integrity and morals just because they want to back this subscriber that has so many subscribers too, because then they could get those subscribers to go to their channel. So Tricia, pot stirrer, and also just a subscriber moocher. You know, like, I'm going to back Lauren without even knowing the real facts because, you know, she's got 330 something thousand subscribers. Maybe I could get some of that money. Like, it had nothing to do with feeling like Lauren needed it. Right. And it's completely free to make a video. But instead, she'll do a live stream and ask for money. I feel you, Grammy. I'm a former JLR supporter, and so I'm coming from it from a totally different point of view from other people who never liked him or watched him or even knew about him. So, like, all those times I backed him and said, give the guy a chance, he's reformed. You know, I talk about it in other streams, but just wound up with egg on my face. Oh, I know, Callie. Let's get back to it. The audacity. Let's get back to the audacity of this woman, which is, I just shook my head the whole time watching this 40 minutes. I'm like, Olap, this is genius.
You got to run the business. So I appreciate everybody's been so gracious and wonderful, and I can't thank you enough. Believe me, I am not opposed to going and getting a job at Petco again. I have no problem doing that. It's just I have so much work to do on Websleuths, and I don't want to, you know, put that aside. But
and see, I've got so much work on Websleuths, so I can't, you know, get a real job anywhere because then I have to, you know, go to work and earn my money. Like, I could do work here on Websleuths and just ask for money. Don't you guys get it?
I gotta make money. We have bills at Websleuths. Yes, we do. And if any possible way anybody can make a donation, I would greatly appreciate it. If there is any way that you can donate something toward Websleuths, I would be incredibly grateful, because not only do we have the Websleuths bills that were due at the end of the month, we got the big one paid. That was the server, yay. No, but there's other things. There's legal things I need to take care of. Nothing bad, just all part of doing business. And we're doing.
Sorry, I just find it odd she had to say that it was nothing bad, just, you know, legal stuff that she has to take care of. Like, why do you have to tell us that it's nothing bad? Now I'm gonna think that, like, these legal things you have to take care of is something, quote, bad, or, like, what's going on? Where is this money going? Where is all this money going? Because, listen, I don't wanna knock this woman, but to the extent of, like, about her, like, looks and interior and all that. Like, I think we all see that, like, the investments aren't going to even, like, a better camera, right? Like, you could have a better quality camera than what you've chosen to have for years now, you know? And it's, like, easy for me to say I don't even go on camera. I always have an intention of going on camera, and then, guys, I'm running around with 2 kids, on like, 5 and under, so that I don't get to get, you know, all dolled up anymore, but I will in the future, and I have in the past on my channel. But I just feel like if you're gonna be on camera, you need good lighting and you need a good quality camera, and neither of which Websleuths ever seems to have ever invested in. And to this day, like, her camera setup and the room set, it's like it's half done for all the begging and stuff that she says. And the other thing is, once you put the investment into these things, you might not have to beg more because the production looks better. Like, this is what I mean by there's never any, like, moves to make things better with this woman. It's always just, I'm gonna keep to the script and just ask.
this YouTube channel, which I know will come as a surprise to all of you, but I really haven't put a lot of money into my surroundings or my equipment. A shock, I know, but this is homemade. And there are things that I need to do, just technical wise, that unfortunately cost money. I just put up a link to PayPal. That is the Websleuths donation link. If you can, it would be greatly appreciated. There's still last month's bills I'm paying, trying to get caught up on those. There are things we need that we don't have money for. Again, legal things that nothing is wrong, just.
And again, here she is trying to convince her audience, like, just legal things, nothing is wrong, it's nothing bad. Like, the more you keep saying that, the more I'm thinking, like, what are you doing? Like, driving without a license? Like, what's going on over there? She needs to look poor. That's her costume with the hair clip. And you'll see also, in my opinion, like a progression to like these older videos to now, like very flashy. Like somebody mentioned, like, oh, I love your brooch. And she's like, oh, you like that? Yeah, I got it $19.99 off of Amazon. And it's like $20 for, I don't, maybe I am kind of frugal, but I was like, that's kind of steep, but I don't know. Again, it's like, she's just a character. I've realized, like, I don't know where this money is going or where it's coming from.
I just need some legal issues dealt with. They're not bad. I just have to deal with it. There's, technical things that are needed. Podcast, this live show, Websleuths. I mean, it's all one big family, and it does cost money to run it. We are a growing business, as you know, and there are things that we really, really need. So if there is any way that you can donate, it would help several things. It would help Websleuths. It would help this podcast, this live YouTube podcast. It would help my other podcast. So what I've done is I put a link in the chat that goes to our PayPal channel. Guys, we did come up with the money to pay the server. Thank God. I am still short on last month's bills. If you could help, anything would be great. That's why I'm so excited to get this monetized. Hopefully we can do something here. But I am posting a link to the PayPal, the Websleuths PayPal account. I do not like coming to you, but I am in a bind. Like I said, we got the big one paid, but there's always bills. And, I haven't even started trying to build up this channel and the things we need for it yet, although that's one of my goals. If you can help out, I would be forever grateful. I have dear, dear, wonderful friend who donated the money and said, go get your food. Go get your food for you. Go get your food for your babies, because I didn't have it. If you can donate a little or join my Patreon, that would really help this channel. As you can see, we need a few more things in our studio to make this a real studio. If you could give us a donation, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to grow this channel. I think it's kind of obvious that I don't have a lot of equipment or stuff. Can you tell? Yeah. So anything you could donate, again, greatly, greatly appreciated.
Any donation would be great. Of course it would. I think we all would love a donation thrown at us every day, and her saying, it would be greatly appreciated. Any donation would be great. And hold on, she said something else and I'm just like, holy cow.
Yeah. So anything you could need, a few more things in our studio to make this a real studio. If you could give us a donation, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to grow this channel. I think it's kind of obvious that I don't have a lot.
I'm trying to grow this channel. How are you going to grow your channel? And the thing is, she does every now and then she'll have a guest or something that does bring in, you know, probably new subscribers, because they don't know the real Tricia. They're coming thinking like, oh, you know, we'll talk true crime. They don't see the grift coming until, you know, she drops it on them out of nowhere. And a good way to grow a channel is not to have to ask your channel every single video to donate to you. You know, like you might grow more by not having to beg.
A lot of equipment or stuff. Can you tell? Yeah. So anything you could donate, again, greatly appreciated. By the way, everybody, you'll notice a new feature in our chat. If you've been on other people's chats.
Right, Helen. Things for my studio, and she laughs. It's a huge joke to her. And she'll cover cases, and you know, some of the ones I agree with her on about, like, because that's what true crime is. We analyze these cases, psychological aspects of it, and all these different you know, the justice system. It's got layers to true crime. Like, it's not just the crime that people are fascinated with. And but at the same time, she'll say things like, you know, talking about a defendant or a suspect, and she'll be like, oh, you know, duper's delight. And people who know true crime or just manipulation stuff, like, they know duper's delight is sometimes they can't help but laugh or smile while they're lying and being deceptive in these cases or whatever body cam or interview that she's analyzing. And yet she kind of does the same thing. Like, you know, if you could just donate to my studio, like the duper's delight on her subscribers.
You'll know what it's called. It's called Super Chat. And the Super Chat is up there so people can donate while we're talking. And let me just tell you briefly where the donations will be going. It'll be going to help keep this channel up and running. I have a lot of things I need to do to upgrade this channel so we can get some.
Look at her applying her lipstick too. She's like, oh, if I'm going to beg for money, I might as well put the lip stuff on.
Other people on live with me. All kinds of things I need to do, and it helps support Websleuths.com. And by the way, you'll notice down right where you're typing your message, you'll see a $. That's called Super Chat. If you feel that you can make a small donation during the show, we would greatly appreciate it. The money raised does go to help build this show. As you can see, I don't really have a whole lot going as far as my studio.
Honey, a ring light that's really going to give you some good quality, like production lighting, is $5 at Five Below. Can literally get a ring light for your little camera or whatever at Five Below. Don't give me that you need donations to keep the channel going. Look at me. I don't even go on camera. It doesn't cost anything to keep channels going.
My internet is so weak because of where I live. Okay. I can't even use Zoom to get another person on.
That I believe, but that has nothing to do with her area, I don't think. I think it has more to do with the internet package and whatever she's paying the internet provider. Like, she's likely just choosing one of the cheapest just to get by. And then instead of using the money that everyone's donating to her to buy more ramp or whatever for internet use, she's just doing whatever with it. People have speculated the slot machine. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys what has been speculated about. But there's no money going to trying to improve her internet speed. There's nothing being done to, she doesn't even say like, I'm weighing options between ramp. I don't know. At least I say that I don't know like the word. Whereas I watched Lauren talk about something on, I can't even remember. Somebody was breaking it down one of her previous, and instead of saying angst, she said onks. She's like, something onks. And then she like corrected herself and said angst. But like for me, I at least say I don't know the terminology. Lauren just like runs over it like, oh, like, she can't even like highlight a mistake and just have like humility with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what the heck is onks? Oh, she meant angst. Okay. Let's just have a laugh about it. But it kills me that like I saw her not be able to even do that. Jesus. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing where she even tries to pretend that she's weighing options to get better internet quality. There's not even a pretend. She just asks for money and moves right along.
I can do is use my phone. So there are things I need to buy. And even more so, this goes to help keep Websleuths running. Websleuths.com, the best true crime forum in the universe, if I do say so myself, which I just did. See that little $sign when you are putting something in chat? That is a way to support this channel. So anything you can donate is so greatly appreciated. It will go to support this channel and to help keep Websleuths up and running, and we need help. So you could use that. If you can make a donation, my gosh, I would be beyond thrilled and grateful. And you can do it just by clicking on that $sign there right when you put in your chat message. Or if you want to go directly to PayPal, you can do that. And if you can donate, you just look down, see where you're typing there on your chat, right below the lines, little $sign. That would be great. If possible, if you can make a donation to help this channel improve, shockingly, it does need a few things. I know that's kind of almost unbelievable. I mean, what could be better than this? And also, this is part of Websleuths.com, which is the true crime discussion forum, which is a wonderful place to go to discuss true crime. And that does take money to keep up. And we had a big, swift kick in the rear thanks to COVID-19 in April. Our advertising dollars went just right in the toilet. So we're
okay. So if your advertising dollars are going in the toilet, this is where some solutions need to be coming in. What can we bring people to our website with? What can we do to keep people scrolling on our website so that the advertisements are being shown and we get more ad revenue? Nothing like that is ever brainstormed or mentioned with her. Her channel, they probably don't even know how this ad stuff works, like how she gets paid on the website and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just straight to, I'm in a rough spot, and she keeps them in the dark because if she starts explaining things, then she's going to have people trying to come up with solutions, and she doesn't want solutions because this whole like maintaining the website and paying the server and keeping up with the studio, that's how she's getting donations. You know what I mean? So it's so blatant to me, like what all this is about, and it's like brilliantly shown here. Let me guess, no one is donating since her grifting really hard. I cannot imagine. Although the other day she was live and she had good numbers in her chat, because like sometimes I would notice that like, and I'm not even one to talk because I only go live twice a week and it's always at the worst times, etc. I just would notice like, I guess I would expect them to have more in their chat, but I think now people are going to her live stream because of the highlight of her poor behavior and her quote unquote grifting. People are like, wait, she's live right now. Oh my word. Let me go and like spy and like peek. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if this is like benefiting her. Maybe because the thing is like you'll get paid with your ad revenue as a creator. But then, of course, there's the super chats and the memberships. Like, have the donations gone down for her since she's been like highlighted as a grifter, or, you know, and has her ad revenue gone up because more people are clicking on her to see like the train wreck? You know what I mean? Because that's sort of what ends up happening is like you showcase these people and people start hearing about their channel, and then they go and check it out in their real time, and they're like, oh wow, yeah, I see what everyone's talking about. And they end up, every time you watch the advertisement, like that's paying Tricia. The ad revenue goes to her. So I'm curious, like where all this falls, because you can also look at analytics of like how much you're making a month from your memberships, how much you're making in super chats, how much you're making with the ad revenue. Like, have people decided like, yeah, you know, maybe I need to second guess donating to this girl, you know, but wait, let me still watch her because this stuff's crazy. She's trying to get inheritance from somebody who's not even in her family. This is bizarre. Like, I mean, that's how I really fell down this rabbit hole. Like, whoa, wait, what? Demanding like to go to probate court? Like, okay. So I'm very curious how everything's going. I suspect the rumors are true, at least some truth. Being a Vegas native, I'm telling you, I recognize this desperation when you've lost your bill money. People will gamble everything, even the diaper money. I went to high school, and I don't want to get too off the track, but like, and again, I think addiction is horrible, no matter if it's gambling, drugs, alcohol. Like, it's devastating for families. That is 100% true. We all know that, you know. I don't know what's going on here. It could very well be something like that. I don't know 100%, but this money isn't going to the channel. That much we know. This money isn't going to production costs. I don't know. I seem to remember she'd always say they'll never ask for money, but because of sponsors. I liked that. Yeah, what happened with that? You're so right. When I started watching her like periodically, like I said, it was only when she had like a panel guest or talking a case that I was interested in, would I pop in. She did always say, we don't do monetization here. I don't know. Maybe she just thought it was better to get the money directly to her, because even though you don't do monetization, like YouTube will still put ads on your, like, I don't know if she just didn't have memberships. No, it's so weird, because I'm wondering if she just wanted to take direct donations without, because you guys got to remember, YouTube takes 30% of super chats, 30% of our membership revenue. Like, she might have just had it set up where they weren't monetized so that you would just pay directly to her. But I don't know. But I did find that interesting that like she was running a channel that didn't have monetization. And then all of a sudden, within the last year or so, she was like, we're monetized now. So I'm confused why that did flip-flop. Yeah, she definitely gets a check from YouTube for sure now, because she's got the monetization. $13 ads. Can I be honest? I just put out videos. I don't even check like my ad stuff. Like, I should probably go back through my studio and do that. But like, yeah, that's interesting. So she fills up 13 ad slots.
We're in a bit of a
Tricia, what's going on here?
trouble. I really, really appreciate it, especially now. It's such a hard time, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. And I'm trying to catch the questions in chat. If I am missing your question, if you make a donation, it's that little $ below where you write your chat.
I have no idea.
Just click on that $. Now the money raised will go to help.
And like, it's crazy to me, like her saying that right there, like, if you guys want to help, you know, and directing her channel and viewers, like you see down at the end of chat, right at the bottom, that part that has the $sign, just click on it. Like everybody's different, and this obviously shows that everyone's approach to channels and true crime coverage and all that is different. And I like people who are different. I'm just trying to imagine myself and other creators who are in chat. Can you guys even imagine yourself like directing your chat to the $sign at the bottom of, like, next to the chat window? Like, it's just so blatant and like tacky. Like, I don't know. It's like she has no shame and like the audacity. And even the way that she describes that is sort of like a slot machine type thing. Like, oh, see there, that button right there with the $sign, just click on it.
Keep Websleuths.com up and running because we've had a really rough month, and also help get some of the things I need for this channel as well. It's so hard now, and you know, when you donate, that is incredible. It's incredible. Unfortunately, it is a necessity to ask for donations. Yeah, it's been.
Is it a necessity to ask for donations? Because I don't ask for all, and I say to you guys now, like, I'll come on and I'll say I will not make up a stalker situation to gain sympathy and donations from you guys, and I will not come on here like Tricia from Websleuths and ask for donations. I'm just asking you guys to like the stream, subscribe, and join me Friday, Saturday nights. You know, like, that's all you have to do is ask your subs to do those things that are free. Hype, like, and subscribe. You don't have to come on here and ask for donations, and you don't have to tell your audience that like you have to come on here and ask for donations, like, because it's not necessary. And now it's like I'm getting into the like the area, and you guys help me either come out of this spot or like maybe understand where I'm going. This money is not going where she says it's going. We're speculating where it's going. Could possibly be going to some habit of hers that she's lost control of. You know, if that's the case, I hope all this wakes her up and realize, like, yeah, like I need help. I have a problem. Like, is that what's going to happen or no? Now, is CrimeCon in Vegas? It is, isn't it? Or I'm like out of the loop. You guys have to understand, like, I'm still waking up with my 18-month-old in the middle of the night, like, a few times. So, like, but I'm pretty sure it is in Vegas, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm still not getting it. He's almost 2 years old. I'm still not getting 8 hours of sleep still.
For me, please pray for my family. Please pray for me.
Okay, so yeah, I need prayers for the sleep schedule. Okay, it is in Vegas. Oh my gosh, this is gonna get interesting. Oh my god. And again, is Hidden True Crime going to CrimeCon? Because they don't want you there, I don't think. If they're purchasing, which we talked about last Saturday, I'm still like, does anyone know? Because I refuse to pay for their Patreon and listen to what she's talking about. Even in videos that she comes out with, I'm just like, I can't even. Are they going? Because if CrimeCon is buying Christina, they're freaking, yes, amen, ticket, then they don't want you there. So I hope you take the hint, Lauren. I don't think they want you there.
Really tough these past few months because COVID-19 just killed our address.
Okay, so she has mentioned gambling. Oh, I need a clip to see her mention gambling. Oh, she's mentioned like getting excited to gamble there. She said she has a ticket. It was 401. Are we talking Tricia has a ticket or Hidden True Crime? Yes. Hidden True Crime is going and they live in Las Vegas. Ego, I'm sure Lauren will be there. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure she's already told the Vegas Police Department that she's speaking there, just like she told the Aurora Police Department. Take every clip on here and you can bet that a similar post and sob story will match up. She works multiple angles in the social media streets. Oh my, I'm sure. Somebody said that she made her Instagram private or something after everybody. Dun 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 dun. Under pressure.
Revenue on Websleuths, and it's scary, you guys. I will fight tooth and nail to make sure Websleuths does not go dark, but it's bad. If you want to make a donation,
It's bad. And the thing too, when she says things about like her bill situation being bad and like it's getting scary, like I believe it. Like because I'm like, this money is like it's not going where she says it's going, which it's not going to the bills. So when she comes and she's like, it's bad. Like there's times where she's lying and then there's times where she's not lying. And anytime she's like referring to something being bad, like as far as the money situation and scary, she'll say a few times, like it's scary. Like, are they shutting your power off and you're like realizing it in the middle of a live stream? Like what's happening? Something is coming to a head where like it is scary for her. And it's like, okay, then you need to get some control of where this money's going.
is a little $sign right below where you type in your chat. Or if you would rather, you are certainly welcome to go to paypal.com. Let me put that link up here. And again, the money raised goes to keeping this channel running and improving, which it needs lots of improvement, and it helps keep Websleuths up and running as well. So thank you. Anything you can donate is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you can make a donation, it would be greatly appreciated. You can do so, as people have done tonight. There's a little $sign right beneath where you type in your chat, or as Vox just put up, and I'll put up again, you can also donate directly through PayPal. And that way it gets to us immediately. And it is we do receive a little more money, but again, I'm thrilled with whatever is easiest for you. Okay. If you can donate, I would be forever grateful. We need money to improve this channel, obviously. I was able to get a JBL speaker. I think I was calling it a JBL, but I know JBL speaker that we can use on our phone calls, thanks to your generous donations. And also, Websleuths has been hit really hard by the coronavirus.
A JBL speaker, she said that they were able to get because of the donations. I mean, they can be a little pricey. This was a few years ago. So we know with inflation, these speakers probably have gone up. So I see one at Target right now. I won't share my screen, but you can look it up yourself. They're ranging from $49 and then they get much pricier. So this was a couple years ago. So, the most basic one she was getting, like she didn't have to spend too much, but she's, trying to sell it as, oh, those donations you guys gave me went to a JBL speaker. Like, okay, how much was that? Like, there's never much transparency either.
Virus advertising just tanked. It's gotten better. I'll admit it's gotten better, but I've been getting wonderful notes from so many people, and I really, really appreciate it. So you see there's a little $sign right down there. If you click.
Yeah, I find this whole because she's said it more than once that she was hit hard during 2020 with advertising. I find that really strange because like more people were home and like on their computers and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like she's just using that as her excuse. Because it's like, why would that have any effect on your website? Like, people were buying things online like crazy during that time period. So the advertisers should have been like doing pretty well on websites, or like at least, I don't know. We can't take anything she says as factual, probably.
Click on that. You can make a donation in, whatever size. I am grateful for anything. I'm going to put up a couple of other places that you can make a donation if it's easier for you. We have PayPal. Put that up right here. And this money also goes to help keep Websleuths.com up and running, because it's scary, you guys. It's just very scary. I don't know. It's hard to keep running. See that little dollar sign?
It's scary, you guys, it's hard to keep running. Let it go then. Sometimes you have to cut your losses, right? Like, let the website go. If you can't afford it, if it's getting to the point where you're having to come on your live streams and say like, I need help with it, like, I think you should maybe walk away.
Right beneath where you can type in your chat stuff. Well, if you would like to make a donation, I would forever be grateful and appreciate it. Again, any amount is welcomed and appreciated. That's the best word I can use. Greatly appreciated is the best phrase I can use. It's I can't even. I'm not even gonna go into all the problems, but it's just kind of getting scary here. So I'm also going to put up a couple of other places where you absolutely can donate. PayPal has, we do have a PayPal account, and if you do donate PayPal, we get it instantly, which is very good. Speaking of AT&T and the internet, all of those bills are coming due.
AT&T and the internet. Right. Yeah, we all have to pay those bills too. And, our business model doesn't rely on the internet unless you guys are running your own streaming stuff or sales online, etc. It's like, it seems like your business model you've set up for somebody who's able to keep up with it, but you're unable to. Hold on, I was reading something in chat. And hello, Picasso Chad. Good to see you. Picasso Chad's here.
It's showtime.
There was something I wanted to read. Yes. Yeah. And that's when this channel, I made this channel in, I think, 2018. But I started doing true crime on it in like 2020, pretty much. Like, that was when a lot of YouTube like took off. Makeup channels, not so much makeup because people kind of stopped wearing so much makeup. But yeah, true crime definitely took off like right around COVID and all that. So what is she talking about that, they took a hit with their website? Like, we know it's not making sense because the facts show that everyone's business online took off. This lady scares me. It's scary. It's scary, as she says.
And because of COVID-19, our advertising on Websleuths.com is down greatly.
I do not want to do a GoFundMe, but I appreciate the thought. Thank you very, very much. And I'll tell you why. It actually is better just to do it on Websleuths and on YouTube. It's better for us. It's better for my stress level. And nothing wrong with GoFundMe. I think it's great. I've actually done 2 GoFundMes, but I have found this to be more
Hold up. You said a while back that you hate I hate to do this, but I need to ask for donations. Someone who hates to ask for donations or hates to ask for help has already had 2 GoFundMes in their life? Like, GoFundMe is such a great tool to use for people who need it, absolutely. I'm not saying that those GoFundMes she had in the past she didn't need, but I don't know, I'd like to know more information about these GoFundMes that she had, but, yeah, I mean, I don't really know too many people, like, the ones that I do know that had GoFundMes had that I personally know, not talking about crime cases, had, like, health problems and, like, didn't have health insurance or something, and they were facing, like, cancer or something like that. I don't really know many people who have had 1 GoFundMe, let alone 2.
More personable, a much better way for me to talk to all of you, and just keep it on Websleuths and keep it on Websleuths YouTube. Okay. PayPal, please, Kate. Only because Super Chat, I won't get that until like at the end of next week. But I do have some bills coming up on Monday and on Wednesday, and I don't like to ask. I don't. Venmo, yes, Venmo. There's the PayPal link, everybody. Thank you very, very, very much. And I apologize. Like I said, usually I'm much more, I'm a little bit more polite in asking instead of just coming on like a big drooling, burping, I need donations. No, sorry. It's very simple how to.
That one needs to be clipped. No, sorry. What do you mean, sorry? What do you mean, no, sorry? We're only 16 minutes in to this compilation video, and you've begged for money this entire time. So here, like, I don't want to come on here and blah, blah, blah. No, sorry. What?
Nothing wrong with GoFundMe. I think it's great. I've actually done 2 GoFundMes, but I have found this to be more personable, a much better way for me to talk to all of you, and just keep it on Websleuths and keep it on Websleuths YouTube. How to donate. I'm going to put up a link to my to the Websleuths PayPal. Very, very, very much. And I apologize. Like I said, usually I'm much more, I'm a little bit more polite in asking instead of just coming on like a big drooling, burping, I need donations. No, sorry. It's very simple how to donate. I'm going to put up a link to my to the Websleuths PayPal account. That's probably the best way. Or you see there's a $ right below your chat there where you type your chat. You can do it that way. But PayPal, we do get it immediately. I do have a big bill due tomorrow, but I am getting money from advertising, and I think tomorrow I get your donations for the past 30 days. So I'm going to be okay for tomorrow. But anything you want to do and want to help out would be greatly appreciated, greatly. So I'm going to put the PayPal link up right now. We do accept donations. If you'd like to make a donation, you can see that little $ right before you type in your chat. You click on that and you can make a donation, and it goes to help keep this channel and Websleuths.com up and running. If you can make a donation to PayPal, I would greatly appreciate it. We have a couple of really big things that need to be paid, and I'm getting a little scared.
I'm getting a little scared. I know. Is she for real right now? I wish this was all just a skit, a comedy skit of somebody pretending to be a grifter on YouTube. But this is real. This is real life. Somebody, I don't know how this slipped under all of our radar for so long, but how much money has she been allegedly gambling away?
at the end of this week, beginning of next week, it's crunch time. We got the server bill. We got all kinds of bills due. And again, although it is slowly creeping back up, the advertising revenue, it's not even close to what we need to keep Websleuths up and running. And I will do everything in my power to keep Websleuths up and running. But it costs that. And everyone says, "Oh, you can get a cheaper server." The reason why the server costs as much as it does.
So people have said things to her about the cost of her server or something. Oh, you can get a cheaper server. And remember what Reddit was saying that we read earlier in the live stream. Like they heavily, just like Hidden True Crime, moderate their chats and comments. So if anybody is kind of like scrutinizing, like, Tricia, we don't have the money to donate. Like, you're always asking for money. Those comments are being deleted immediately. Like, it's very heavily ran and censored. Because that's how you keep the scam going.
Is because Websleuths is a huge website. There was 1 month where we had 44 million page visits. Okay. It's not just a website that people just drop by. So you have to have something strong. So, I mean, and Websleuths still sometimes is slow. And I could fix that if I bought more server space, but I can't afford it. So the good news is we don't crash. And our IT guy does a great job of making sure that the website is running smooth, and it is. It's 99% of the time, it's very, very smooth. So that's why, my darling True Crime Angels, that Websleuths costs so much. The server costs a lot, but if you can.
And there's never a price that she'll say how much the server actually costs. Just, it costs money. The server. How much are you paying? Like, what are no transparency. You can't be transparent. You just can't, because then they're going to find out, like, oh, wait a minute. So wait, it only costs this much and you're asking for donations that often? Like, are you ever paying it? Is she paying this server?
That was a lie.
No, I think it's being gambled, possibly, or it's not going to the maintenance of this community that you're building and begging from.
Very, very much. We get the payment from you all here when you make a donation using the $sign here. We get that once a month. And so again, however you want to do it, I can't thank you, and I can't thank you enough. Donations are greatly appreciated and needed. Ping put up the link for donations. This channel, along with Websleuths, if you can donate something, it would be a great help, especially this time of year. I've got certain bills due that need to be paid, and it's just getting kind of scary. So I appreciate it if you can. If you want, you can do the super chat here at the bottom when you put in your chat, or we just put up the PayPal link and the Venmo link. That does get your donation to Websleuths immediately, and I do appreciate it. So anything you can do. I don't like doing this. We do survive on donations. If you are able to donate, that would be great. You can use a super chat. Now, I will tell you that YouTube takes 30%. That's what they take. And it's easy for you to.
That was almost a very little bit of truth. Hey, Tobeans, good to see you. That we have gotten out of this woman. When she opens up and she says, we do survive off of donations. Like, that literally is this woman's life. Like, it's got to be. Because she's not doing anything else really besides asking for donations. So at least we know she's telling the truth there, that this is all, she's surviving off of donations. That much she will be truthful about. Here's the other interesting thing that she will be transparent and truthful about. Like, how many times have you said, like, oh, donate, and here's the PayPal, and, hit that $ button. And here she lets us know, and this isn't the only time that she lets us know, that YouTube takes 30%. That's something that she will be transparent with her donators about, because it's letting the donators know that, oh, wow, okay, so she's only getting like this much out of the donation I'm sending her because YouTube's taking 30%. Like, oh, let me give her more, or let me send her PayPal or Cash App. That way YouTube doesn't skim it. And it's like, the things that she's transparent about versus the things that she's not transparent about, like, very calculated. You can read between the lines. Like, of course she's going to let the donators know, like, they take 30%, because then she wants more, obviously. Like, give her the Cash App. That's basically what she's saying. But other things she will be completely like obscure about, like the PayPal link and the server costs. Like, she never talks about the cost of the server, and they said that I could pay and get a cheaper server, blah blah blah. Cheaper, like how? Like, what are the costs of these things? Like, you keep asking, but you're never clear. But you are clear about YouTube taking 30%. It's just very interesting, the things that she will be straight up about.
And you want to do it that way, absolutely fine. I am very grateful. Otherwise, if you'd like, you can make a donation to PayPal or to Venmo, where we get it right away here. I need to talk to you all about something that it's kind of serious, and you know how much I hate doing this. The move to Texas took up a lot more than I anticipated. I am in a bit of a quandary. If you can donate, and you can donate now using PayPal or Venmo, that would help a great deal. It's just things that I either forgot, like I have to pay for a mailbox. This, where I live, doesn't literally have an address for me, so I have to get a mailbox, and you have to pay 6 months in advance for that. And then both of my glasses that I use for driving, my sunglasses and my regular glasses, both of their lenses popped out, and they keep popping out even though I've taped them beautifully together. I've tried to make a fashion statement. It's just not working. They're prescription, obviously, things like that. Now, I promised you I would, if I was ever in a situation, I would let you know. So, Ping, if you could put up the PayPal and the Venmo. I was telling Amy, I don't like doing this. It's uncomfortable, and I just don't. But I started this so we could talk during COVID, and so I could earn enough money to live. And so far, Websleuths, at least the past little while, hasn't been able to provide that for me. So if you were going to donate, I would really appreciate it. If you can now, and if you can.
Yes, Tricia. She makes me think of those panhandlers who work the corners all day and are caught on camera getting into their BMWs. There's something blatantly scammy about this whole thing. And which is why I'm like, Olap putting this compilation together for those who didn't see it prior. That's why I think my mod dropped it in chat earlier, but I'll drop it again now. Check out Olap. They've got so many videos on Tricia and exposing all this, just like you've done, Tricia, and Jay and Jolene and Hella. I'm just like, I couldn't believe it when I saw this video. I'm like, I have to talk about this because it's so in your face. You can't ignore it. The probate situation going on and her backing out of that. You can't just be grimy for money. You know what I mean? And be on the internet and think that you don't have to be accountable for your behavior. People are going to notice it. People are going to put together the compilation. And to even add to this, it reminds me of a story like my uncle told me one time when he was volunteering at a homeless shelter, and they were bringing around dessert for people. And he brought this homeless guy, dessert, like, oh, here you go. And he was all rude. And he's like, it's always dry, like complaining about like the shelter's dessert. And it's like, I guess beggars can be choosers.
Can use Venmo or PayPal. This channel right here runs on your donations alone. There are things we need, things we want to do that we just can't right now. So anything you could donate would be greatly appreciated, my friends. And you know how much I hate doing this, but I got to tell you, it is getting scary. And we on Websleuths.com, we doubled the server size, meaning we doubled the payment.
So things are getting scary again. And I just have to say, things are scary for sure. I agree. Like, what is this doll over her like her shoulder here? Speaking of scary, what's going on here? I don't know. Again, I maybe it's an inside joke, or I don't know. Like, who's that?
Payment. And yeah, it's getting scary. I hate a lot. I mean, this is what.
Do you hate it though, Tricia? What happened with Othram? I don't know. Did something happen? Are they not partnering anymore? You guys got to let me know. Did something happen?
This is what a lot of people on YouTube do, and it just makes me very uncomfortable. But I got to get a new windshield. Got to go back to the doctor. There's so much I got to do, and I'm not cutting it.
You need a new windshield? Honey, we need clear and intact windshields to drive. Like, what are you talking about? You're out there on the road driving with a broken windshield? What's going on? And she doesn't even, she'll mention it more than once about the windshield. So you didn't get it fixed? Can you see? Like, are we safe on the road with you?
So if you can, if I could get 100 people to donate $20 a month, I'd be great. We'd be fine. That's one of the reasons I started this YouTube channel, was I knew I had to make more income. And since true crime is always, I basically demonetized every time, no matter what I say, because I'm talking about true crime. And then I get put in this yellow category. And basically they say, you're not going to get any advertisers because of what you're talking about. And so I've just turned off the monetization, meaning the YouTube commercials I've turned off. So I just.
Okay, so she's saying that she's being told from YouTube that the content and the topics that they're discussing is not ad friendly, which that does happen. That does happen with true crime. Melly knows about it because it's happened a lot in coverage of Epstein stuff and just true crime in general. You can do an appeal through YouTube and say, like, my channel is 18 and over, which every true crime channel is, I suspect. And, I think that this is still ad friendly. And then they have a person review their video. Most of the time they will put the ads on it after you do the appeal process. But here, Tricia is claiming that, the content they discuss is just so, bad that they can't even turn on monetization because they won't get ad revenue. Like that doesn't, like, you're a fool for not having monetization on because of that. Like, somebody is not helping you at like, you need help running this channel, clearly. If that's true, like, that is foolish. Like, there's ways to appeal with YouTube and make sure that you're getting the ads put on your videos if you feel it goes through like the process and they agree. Like, that's not a hard process to do. But she's painting it as this, like, yeah, so I'm not able to get ads, so I need your money. Like, what?
Rely on donations. Like I said.
So I rely on donations. Like I said, Meanwhile, YouTubers are hearing her talk about this, and we all know, like, wait, whoa, no, you can appeal that. Like, if YouTube says you can't get ads, like, you can appeal. It's very instantaneous too. Like, you just go through and you say, like, well, I think this is okay because it's 18 and over, and then they review it. Within like a day, you can get ads back on it. So to me, this is a whole part. I think she thought it was a good scam, and then she realized, like, after a while, like, you know what, I am gonna monetize. Wow. So this was sort of a way for her to just like play like a sob, like, yeah, you know, the content we talk about, they won't put ads on it. So I need donations. No, that's not how it works. And now you've put monetization on. So now you do know how it works. And you're also continuing to ask for donations. Okay, got it.
That I had to start this channel. I did it for two reasons, because of COVID, and I needed another income source. So COVID had just started, and I thought, we all need a place to sit and chat, you know. So anyway, anything you could do would be greatly appreciated, and thank you.
Yes, and subscribers believe it. We don't know how it works exactly. You're thinking like, oh wow, you know, they're censoring her channel and they don't want her to have advertisements on it. You know, how unfair. This poor woman, she's by herself. It doesn't seem like she has a husband to take care of her. She talks about a son, but I don't know. Does anyone know anything about him? Like, I have all these questions too, because I'm like down this rabbit hole. I'm like, okay, so like she has a son, but she's clearly not married, you know. Was he a POS? Like, what's the history? You know, my head's just like running wild because I'm like, you know, she's by herself. Personally, I'm not monetized because I'm not talking on screen and I'm just showing what other people do. Plus, I don't want you know who to have ammunition. Yeah, that the way that the channels run that do what you do, I understand it keeps a little bit of like anonymity too and protection of yourself, right? Like, since exposing JLR and that stuff, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like looking over my shoulder, is he gonna like try and dox me or something? Like, there's nothing to like pull up about me, but like I see him do it to other people, you know what I mean? So I totally get it. Like, now you're able to kind of remain like mysterious and like protected, but she clearly was using it as like donate to me because YouTube won't give me ads. Like, no. Yeah, now she's getting ad revenue. Now I will say for people who maybe never paid attention or knew, but like before all this drama blew up about Websleuths, they really were running a channel that wasn't monetized. And she would use that as her little like skit every single live stream, like, oh, and you know, we're gonna talk this case tonight, and it's such a horrible case. It's so heartbreaking, and you guys know that this channel is not monetized. We do not monetize on YouTube like other YouTubers do. And she would always like throw that out there, like other true crimers, you know, monetize on their channels, but we don't. But if you want to donate, then you can. And it's like, clearly you're trying to cut out the middle person. So YouTube taking 30% is the middle person. So you're just saying, let's risk it, which is a poor business model and poor business choice to begin with, to just say like, I'm just going to use that as like, now I can get donations straight to my Cash App. You were stupid to do that, I think. But she probably thought it worked well for her for a while. He'll probably try to sue you. He blocked me on X, and I guess now that I'm like running updates on his court cases, I'm going to be perceived as another stalker of his. But tomorrow night we're probably discussing JLR and hidden true crime, so join me tomorrow night.
You were already getting some members here joining. Oh, God, I hate bringing this up. I'm not getting the money that I need to survive, and so I may have to go back to another job and cut way back on this.
not getting money to survive or not getting money to gamble. Like that, this is the whole gambling thing, like really is like coming into play, I think. Like, I don't know. Right. If you feel like I got to get a job, then no, I see you, sweets. If you feel like you got to get a job, then like you might have to, unfortunately, like people need those, especially when they're living alone and etc. Have animals to take care of. Like that for me, before I ever even was married or had like a serious relationship, like I had a dog and I knew, like, not only do I have to pay rent, but I have somebody I got to feed. Like, this is my baby, this little guy. Rest in peace. Olap is in the house. I've been trying to thank and praise you as much as I can, Olap, with your highlight of this whole train wreck, whatever you want to call it. But the compilation was something that I really think, if you never believed what we were trying to say to you guys about this woman, like the past few weeks or months at this point, watch this compilation video. In fact, let me just shut up and play it because it speaks for itself. But it was just, it's so perfectly done. And I actually love like the filters and like the editing that you've done, like where it has like the play button, like it fits the vibe. Like I almost feel like I'm like watching a VHS, like back in the 90s, which I love the 90s because it's my childhood. But
because I can't, if people can't donate, they can't donate. I have got to get, I've got to make more money. It's scary. And a lot of you have been so gracious and have.
And it's like, we all have the same thoughts, Tricia. I've got to make more money. It's scary. But we're not out here saying, oh, I survive off of you. Like, she puts all that pressure on. It's like, I'm just here to watch true crime. Are we not going to discuss the case, or are you going to like put pressure on us, like your viewers, to send you like $1? Because if 100 people in chat send $1, she's had a good night talking a case, right?
Donated, but this month is just bad. It's really bad. And if there's any way you can donate through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, I've put the Cash App up there too, and I'll put it up again. I'll put this in the description. That would be great because I have bills I have to pay. And remember, we bought a new server for Websleuths.com, and that absolutely literally doubled the bills, which is fine when you're making money. And again, this is not something I like to do, but if you can donate something, I would be forever grateful, because it is a serious situation. I mean, I don't want to go over all my bills. It's just it's the same as what everybody else has. I would like to get to the doctor at some point and take care of a few things there. I need a new windshield. My insurance deductible is the cost of the windshield. So it's like, okay, never mind. Just normal everyday things. And
I was just typing in chat to Olap, and then I'm like, why don't I just mute it real quick? Olap, can you imagine if you changed this compilation into a musical like the JLR one? Which, by the way, I am going to play before my outro tonight, like, because I freaking love that JLR song that you made up. But can you imagine this 40-minute, like, could you even do that? Like, turn this 40-minute video that you did into the musical like mode of it? I would die.
I started
Even if you just shortened it like a little bit, it'd be hilarious.
this YouTube channel for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to do it. It was during COVID, and I thought it'd be a great place for people to come and talk about COVID and kind of, work around. I mean, just kind of become a group of people where we could lean on each other. And I did need to make more of an income. So I can't add any more advertising on Websleuths. I'm at my limit there. It's going to be, people leaving if I add more advertising.
Sad but true. Sad but true that dollar, that $1 could be the $1 that turns her luck around. And unfortunately, that's such like a mentality of a gambler. Somebody with that habit where like that's what ends up happening. I never told you guys earlier, but yeah, I went to high school with a family whose father had, and I know so many people probably know somebody who's had a gambling addiction, but yeah, he definitely gambled their whole life savings, their children's like college funds. And it was like a very nice family, like on the outside looking in, which just goes to show you never know what's going on behind closed doors. But like that $1 that Tricia's begging for from somebody, like if she goes to the slot machine for, pennies or quarters or whatever, one pull of the button. But the thing is, like for her, like she can't walk away. Okay, so I saw Crush's comments earlier, and it's interesting because I was in and out of Hella's chat earlier with Ping because I was like eating at the time and doing all that. But when did she get her divorce? I get the feeling she was highly dependent before. I would, and it's like I'm a nosy person, and I'll just come out and admit to being nosy. Like I'm like so curious about all that. I did hear him say that he didn't really know much about like the hidden true crime stuff. Which is like, okay. Ping just seemed a bit evasive to me. I don't care about him one way or another. I don't know like much about him besides like what he worked with Websleuths. And then obviously he was guests with Hella tonight. And like I said, I was in and out. And I did hear him say that he didn't know anything about the hidden true crime stuff. I don't think he did anything wrong, but I also don't feel like he came off as super truthful. It annoys me. Interesting. I'll have to peep the comments on the stream too, because I do like doing that. Defensive. I don't know like his normal because I don't know much about him, so I can't like compare, but I'm very interested in your guys's analysis. I don't like how Ping just wrote off all this off as just drama. No, this behavior is harmful. I mean, yeah. To be honest, my whole opinion on drama or crama, which is crime and drama mixed together, like used for discussions, like I've shifted. Like at first I was like, this is years ago. Why are channels just building their platforms off of ripping apart JLR for his past and like what his behavior is? Like, who cares? Let him live. Like, why do they care? Like, but now that I've been in YouTube for a while and like I see my friends who are on YouTube, like we're good people, but we don't get the views and stuff like that like people who are doing grimy stuff get, you know what I mean? And then it becomes like, oh wow, like so you have to be shady to achieve things, or it's like you start realizing like, okay, so they're just going to use clickbait or they're just going to exploit this tragedy. And we went through the clickbait and all that with hidden true crime, like their analysis of David and Celeste's case recently, and we're like I don't like how they covered this case. Like it makes all of us look bad. And now it's like I'm realizing like this stuff isn't just drama. Like it's people don't know the ins and outs and they're being scammed. YouTube and YouTube creators are not who they portray themselves as, and they found ways to scam you. Like even, which we'll discuss tomorrow night, like hidden true crime not disclosing in the beginning of their stream that they have a paid promotion or that they have product that they're trying to sell you, like right off the bat, they just throw in an ad break like in the middle. Like that, there's a way to, especially in America, like you have to follow FTC guidelines. And it's unethical when you don't, especially when you're talking about people's, deaths of their family and loved ones and stuff like you are. And then you just pop in with like, oh, by the way, I want to sell you this product, like on top of the ads that YouTube is putting on. Like that stuff needs to be called out because it's just like, it's grimy. And like in true crime, it looks bad. Like at least Law and Crime will be like, and this video is sponsored by, and then they go into their sponsor or whatever, and you can skip it. Like the way that Hidden True Crime and other creators have decided to, even merchandise. Like I've seen creators create like merchandise like off of cases. That's like, ew, that's kind of like gross. Like I can't even think of an example really right now, but like I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, where like they've sold merchandise where it's like, that's about like a sad case though. I don't know. Everything that people do like on YouTube, you guys need to be aware of like the scams that take place. So now I feel like it's not drama. Like it's literally like showing you guys how you've been taken advantage a lot of times of. Like how when this whole stuff started with Hidden True Crime, like people were like, wow, like I never noticed that, or they made it seem like they were so close to Tricia and to Summer and other members of the family of like the whole Lori and Chad Daybell case, when really behind the scenes, like they were feeling some type of way and like feeling like they were exploited by Lauren. And Lauren is still like continuing to talk like the case with people and acting like she didn't get called out for exploiting them. Like you got called out by Kay Woodcock and Tricia and Larry and even Colby. Like we went through his statement, like people have come out saying that they were at the very least rubbed wrong by you, Lauren. And you're still talking about them like, oh yeah, Larry Woodcock, like you're friends. Oh, there might be some loyalty, of course. He wasn't being honest at all. He downplayed how he knew Beth B. even. I mean, come on. He said a whole spiel about how the morning she died, he couldn't sleep that morning, then found out she died. A lot of his subs were watching who are also Websleuths subs. Thank you so much, Jenny. Here's a small donation for your great advice about donating on YouTube. It's $10. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, I don't know him enough to say like of an opinion of how that all went down, but I did notice that he was very dismissive of like the Hidden True Crime drama, but like I don't know, like I don't know his workload or like certain things. Like I said at first, this whole Tricia thing, I was like I would rather have like just watched you guys cover it, but then I saw this compilation, I was like, I have to react to this.
CrimeCon is
I can't ignore it anymore.
In Vegas. At the end of April. I am fortunate enough that a friend gave me the money to buy a ticket, which was $401. Yeah, pretty ridiculous, but I got it. So now to get there, I have to purchase a round trip plane ticket for me from Dallas to Las Vegas and a round trip airline ticket for my son from Salt Lake to Dallas so he can sit with the animals. Now,
the other thing too, which I don't know much about any of it, He said he didn't know who Lauren is and admitted he was in the 9-hour live when someone called him. Oh, yeah. If True Crime Community is on top of it. We pay attention to details. We see stuff. You can't hide it. Yeah, if you're trying to act like you didn't even know about the 9-hour, but you were in the chat, like that was 9 hours of someone to see you pop in a chat. Like you can't lie about it. She is. I cannot stand the way they cover the cases. But shoot, there was something about the ping thing. Like I don't know the situation enough to give an opinion. I'm loving your guys' perspectives of it all. And that's interesting that he tried to say he wasn't in the live or didn't know about it and then was seen in the live. I don't know. But another thing to consider too is like you have a lot of private conversations with these people. There could be something, I'm not saying that's the case. There could be something that he just was like, he feels like he has to kind of, I don't know, like tread lightly about Tricia and Hidden True Crime because he might be involved in a conversation that like, or something where he doesn't want them to like turn on him or that he's confided in them that might look bad or like, do you know what I mean? I'm way behind because I was finishing Hella and Dolly's chat. Oh, good. But it throws me for a loop when Tricia says, we have to pay the server fee. Is she renting it? I don't understand it because if you have advertisements on your website, like that's a good business model. Like you should be making some money. Silence is compliance. People gonna be talking about this situation, Ping. That's the thing. Once you do stuff on the internet and then you try to backtrack it, like you can't. People saw you allegedly in this live stream. Now you're gonna act like you don't know, Lauren? And I don't know this situation. I don't know Ping. I just know that he was a guest and that he's worked with Tricia. That's literally the extent that I know. And that he said that he was very dismissive in the times that I popped in the live chat about the 9-hour. When you falsely accuse somebody for 9 hours and go through court and go through like multiple, remember, Aurora police she lied to. Lied to or manipulated, whatever you want to call it. Maybe both. And then the ones in Utah, she lied and manipulated. And then the ones in where was the other one? Her home state, right? Regardless, there's 3 entities of authority and law enforcement that she was trying to get one over on, Lauren. And then you have a 9-hour stream calling somebody a stalker. Like, yeah. If you're gonna like just call that drama, like it's not. Thank you, Tiffany, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Now that's what I'm working on right now because I need to get these as soon as possible before the prices go up. I checked last night, and if we can raise $1,500, I can buy both round trip tickets for sure. Now that's with a little leeway. Some, his might be a lot less, mine might be more, but that is a.
Imagine having the balls to come on and just saying, if we could just raise $1,500. What? Wow. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
A solid number that right now I can get the round trip tickets on the cheapest flights. Okay. So, the problem is with super chats, and I love them. I do. Thank you. But in this situation, we don't see the super chat money until the 23rd of the month. And I'm trying to buy these tickets as quickly as possible. And that's why we've put up at the top of chat, the PayPal, the Venmo, and the Cash App that you can donate. Okay.
Picasso Chess says, how do you people even stand to watch this garbage? Me or Tricia? Just kidding.
Okay. So if you can, I would be forever grateful because I've got to get to CrimeCon. John Ramsey is speaking. Yeah, John Benet's dad. He's coming as a victim. Real quickly, everybody.
And you guys know that she has like this disdain for John Ramsey, John Benet Ramsey's father. And the thing too is like, everyone has their thoughts and opinions about the John Benet Ramsey case. Mine have gone all over the place. But the thing that she's like, she asked for the $1,500 and then she's like closes the whole like request from her subs with like to remind them that like, you know my thing with John Ramsey, he's going to be there as a victim. And it's like she uses that to kind of manipulate like the audience to be like, oh yeah, you know, I would love for Tricia to ask him some important questions. We should donate and get her there, and then we can help solve the case. If she could just ask John Benet's father, John Ramsey, that question, you know, we might get some answers. Let's donate so that she can get to CrimeCon and do that.
I just want to mention, we're trying to raise money for me to go to CrimeCon and represent Websleuths. And I just put a pinned comment in the chat. And because we don't get super chats until the 23rd of the month, we're trying to raise money now so we can buy the airline tickets. I need two. I need a round trip one for me to go to Vegas and a round trip one for my son to come here and spend and keep Scrappy Joe under control. Now, I was able to buy the one for my son because we raised enough money for me to buy one ticket. I still need, because the prices are literally going up by the minute. Normally, I can pay the server bill through the year except for first quarter.
The prices are going up by the minute. So I'm going to need you guys to donate like 5 minutes ago. And she needs her son to fly out to her place. So obviously he doesn't live in the same state as her. She needs him to come into town and watch her animals so that she can fly to CrimeCon. Like literally for me, I'd be thinking I'm not able to go. And I'd make my peace of it and go to bed and watch other people, which is what I'm going to end up going. It's not that it's like, I mean, I just have 2 little kids, right? Like I'm not going to CrimeCon this year, you know, in the future, at some point in my life, like, would I love to? Yeah, I definitely would, especially if, you know, the community grows and grows. And if you guys ever wanted to meet up, that's the perfect place for us to finally like meet and be like, let's go see this speaker together, this and that, you know what I mean? But if I'm not able to go, like afford it or just step away from my mom, like duties, like I'm accepting that I can't go. So here, instead of accepting she can't go, let's just ask subs to donate, and then they can get my son out here to watch my animals, and then I can leave. It's just like, I don't think that you're able to go. Like, you should probably just not go at all and accept it and be okay with that.
And it'll be up in chat. Again, only if you can. I feel silly, you know, asking for donations so I can eat and get an Uber at CrimeCon.
I know it is ironic, like the name Crime Con. And I was just thinking, like, if JLR, because there's rumors that JLR is going to end up going to Crime Con. If Bullhorn Betty somehow manages to also go to Crime Con when JLR is there, it's like, I think she took the word con a little too literal. If JLR and Bullhorn end up scheming their way there.
I'm going to need an Uber when I come home to get home. But if you could donate, that'd be great. We have a situation where on Websleuths.com, our major advertiser has not paid us. They usually pay us on the 12th. They haven't paid us yet. And they say it's a glitch in the system. And so it's getting very, very scary. So I'm going to, if you are planning to donate, I would appreciate it. I have to have donations to keep this channel up and running no matter what. Websleuths.com subsidizes a lot of this channel, but I can't do it without donations from you. So we will put up in chat the PayPal donation, the Venmo, and the Cash App, because we can get those immediately. Or if it's easier for you to do a super chat, then please do so. Anything you could do would be greatly appreciated. I just had a friend send me the money so I could order DoorDash with Dairy Queen. Yay! So I'm going to have food tonight. Maybe even a shake.
Maybe even a shake. You're not starving. Like, you eat. Like, why are you acting like, yay, I'm gonna have food tonight? And now that we're on the topic, I have noticed, like, I don't know. Seems she has, like, lost weight, like, or her weight does fluctuate. Like, is this the gambling? Like, is this why there's been teeth problems? Is this why, like, like, are there times where, like, it's scary because your habit is, like, controlling things? Like, what is going on? But yeah, you coming on here, I get to eat tonight. Like, you're eating fine. Yeah, and DoorDash, they upcharge so much. Oh, now you know we're nosy, Tricia. Why? It's Ozempic. She said so. Oh my gosh. We need an Ozempic clip. I need to see this firsthand. Not that I don't believe you guys, but I just have to hear it. And I want to hear her talk about the gambling firsthand. Like, I need these clips. I don't have time to look through and find these clips. Like, she says she's going to gamble. She likes slots. Jeez. Yeah, you don't know how to be poor. Like, she knows how to get donations. That much we know. I know, Coffee and Skeletons. I'm just like, what is going on here? But Ozempic? What?
But she was so kind to do that, and I really appreciate it. I have to either give this up and get a part-time job, or I can do this. Now, I will tell you, the super chats are so appreciative. I mean, they're not appreciative. I am. I'm appreciating your super chats. It's easy for you to donate that way, and that's what I like. Just a reminder, YouTube does take 30%, and they do pay once a month, like on the 21st, I think. If you can, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Just a reminder, this channel does survive on donations. If you watch in chat, we will put up the PayPal and the Venmo and the Cash App, and I'll put it in the description. But and I know everybody's having a hard time, and I get it. Even if you just come and hit the thumbs up, that means a lot. But if you can donate $1, anything helps, because I don't want to
complain and bitch and moan, and it's just bad, guys. It's just bad. Anything you could do to help, again, greatly appreciated.
I don't want to come on and complain, but I will. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's scary. It's getting scary, guys.
My darlings, thank you for being so generous. I really appreciate it. This channel relies on donations, period. And it has been a terrible month. And, from August until now, it's just been horrible. It is.
But I'm nosy. So why has it been terrible? Why has it been horrible? Can you elaborate a little bit? Especially if I'm going to take out my pocketbook. What do you mean? Never elaborates.
It's the way of the world in the YouTube world. Everybody asks for a lot of people ask for donations, and that is how we survive. We almost didn't a little while back, but it popped back up. So if you can see it in your heart, it doesn't matter how small, really, it would be greatly appreciated. And here are the links. And guys, I don't mean to be dramatic, and I want to apologize in advance. But I was telling Insightful One, I almost didn't do the live stream today because the donations are down, and I can't. What's the point of me doing it if I can't even make enough money to pay the bills to do it? I wish I didn't have to. I do it for fun. But right now, at this time in my life, it's very stressful to do. I enjoy it, and I want to keep it up, but I have to make enough money to pay my bills. And I know everybody's having a hard time. I'll be honest, it was frustrating looking at a lot of these bad actors and seeing the thousands of people they had in chat and the thousands of dollars they were making. And I'm like,
damn, these bad actors are taking all the people I want to scam. They're making thousands, and I'm only making 1,000 without the S.
I can't do what they do. I can't make stuff up and be dramatic and, all of that. I just can't.
But you know what she will do? She'll stick her nose in the hidden true crime Lauren Matthias drama and have Grayson on, because Grayson was the producer. She saw everything firsthand. She's the right-hand lady for Lauren and all that. That brought in good views. I mean, how many views does that channel have on Websleuths? I'm certain the stream that she had with Grayson on is probably one of her most viewed videos. So, she can't do what these YouTube bad actors are doing, but she'll stir the pot, and she'll back up Lauren because Lauren's got all the subs that she wants.
So, and I'm not trying to be dramatic. Oh, I'm going to shut it down. Because I don't want to. I really don't want to, but I can't go on like this. I just can't. I'm hoping I can get 100 people to donate $20. That would really help. But
that she pled the fifth when she was asked if she gambled in her deposition. We need that clip too.
Unfortunately, and hey, if Super Chat is the way for you to go, absolutely. I love it and I appreciate it. Like Lisa Foster, thank you again for another Super Chat. Thank you. We do get Super Chats at the end, around the 20th of the month. And, I have my phone bill, I have my internet bill, I have all kinds of bills, energy bill coming up at the end of this week. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Everybody, this is a channel that is run by donations. We do not
get any money from YouTube. Why? Because we talk about true crime, and they will not let us play ads with true crime. Now, if you do see an advertisement on here on my channel, they keep all the money. But basically, because we talk about murder and say all these words that they don't like, we are not allowed to have any advertising. So,
Not true. Halfway true. Like, I've already explained it to you guys earlier in chat how that works, but I believe more and more that she's used that as her little spiel to be like, so, here's my PayPal, here's my Cash App. Because it is true. Like, we will talk about certain situations and YouTube will say, yeah, your topic, like advertisers don't want to put their product on your content because you spoke about A, B, and C. You can say, well, I want a person to review this because I think that it's appropriate as long as it's 18 and over. A person will review it, and most of the times they approve the true crime content. So that's why a lot of channels like do videos. Yeah, like have you noticed that like Annie Elise and Stephanie Harlow and just larger true crime channels don't really do live streams. They just do like even Hidden True Crime. They'll record a video and then they put the video out. That's because they can tweak it and they can edit their video so that like they're not live talking about certain details that might come out in a live stream, and then the advertiser says like, oh, I don't like that topic, like we're not adding our content to our advertising to your content. So they do the pre-recorded so that they can kind of tweak it and so that they'll see if they get approved for the ad first. So this is kind of complicated, but it's true. Like that's why I believe a lot of them do the pre-records, because you can make the video, because if they don't get approved for ads, they can go back in the editing floor and maybe we should take out these details about the crime scene or about what we said here. And then they can put that through again and get the process before they put it out public. So half of what Tricia's saying is true. Like, yeah, sometimes they don't approve. Most of the time they do. Like I would say 8 out of 10 times you're going to get approved for ads with the appeal. She has used that whole, hiccup that you kind of have to work through with YouTube as a means to just say, here's my Cash App, here's my whatever. Donate just to me.
we strictly make any money off of donations. And so if there is even, like I was just looking tonight, if
I know,
half the
Marcy,
people could
good
donate
to
a
see
dollar that
you.
were in chat tonight, that would be fantastic. That would be incredible. If you can donate anything, that will help a great deal. I've had to pay bills on this channel and for things like the internet and things like that. So I'll put the links up one more time. This channel survives on donations, and it's the only way I can survive. Now, I am not sure if I'm going to do a live stream on Monday, because I may have a job to help somebody that will pay me. I'm going to have to take it. And it'll be, I won't be able to do this and that too. And I don't, if you can, if half the people in chat could donate $1 each night, that would be a tremendous help. I'll be honest, I have $800 in bills coming up, $300 that need to be paid by Monday. The other $500 I can put off and manipulate. We do survive on your donations. They are greatly needed. I just put up PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. If you could, like I said, if half the chat could donate $2, my God, we would be in heaven. So it does. We do put a lot of work into this, and it does cost money. If you are able to donate something, my darling true crime angels, that is how we survive. That's how we take care of this. It costs money to do this.
But it does, but it doesn't. Like the streaming service right now, StreamYard, like I've bought a year of it and it was pricey. So yes, there is an investment but she's not paying for StreamYard. Like she doesn't have like the background and like the stream across the bottom. You know what I mean? Like there's things that are blatantly showing her subscribers that like, wait, what are you investing in? Like it looks like you have dial-up internet from 1999. Like where's this money going?
Do this live stream. We can't do it without your donations. We absolutely cannot. So if you can, even if it's $1, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to put the PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App up right now in the chat room. And if you can do a super chat, if that's easiest for you, please feel free. Thank you for the donations. We are, again, in a dire situation. Oops, this is the wrong thing. So even if
we are in a dire situation, it's getting scary.
If it's $1, I'm telling you, if like a third of people in chat could donate $1, we would be so happy, because this is the only way we can keep going is on your incredible generosity. We are in dire straits. We do survive on the kindness of your generosity and your donations, even if it is $1. We had several donations of $2 yesterday, and I was jumping up and down with joy to see them. We do rely on your donations, and it's again getting bad. It's the end of the month, and I have bills due that are directly related.
Were you guys aware that Tricia's the only person in the world that has bills due
to this live stream? And I don't have it. I don't. So if you could donate even $1, if half people in chat donated $1, it would be great. I do appreciate everybody showing up. I need to tell you this right off the bat, guys. We survive on your donations. And so I put in the chat room
Oh my word, really, Kevin? I need to see this deposition. I know that other channels who have been following this closer than I have will definitely be going through it and reacting. So I'm sure I'll be one of the last ones to listen and react through. So I hope you guys still listen. And I'm sure I'll see all you other channels going through the deposition as well. I definitely want to see it all the way through, like for myself. And I'm the type of person, like I'll listen to a police interview or body cam like multiple times and find different things each time. So it won't bother me to watch everyone else kind of cover it first. But yeah, stay tuned, because if I go through her deposition with her civil case, it'll be entertaining. I'm sure of it.
the PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. If everybody could give, or half the people could give $1 tonight, that would be fantastic. It's the end of the month. Well, actually, tomorrow, or yeah, it is the end of the month. Uh-oh. Scrappy, are you okay? That's how it started last time. Come here. Are you okay? Come here.
It's just dust. It's just from the dust. Your dog's just sneezing from dust. They're gonna be okay. But here she's like, oh, that's what happened last time. Oh no, now's my chance to insert a little like dry bagging.
And that was a $250 vet bill. But anyway, anything you could do would be greatly appreciated. Again, everybody, because YouTube does not allow, they do not put advertising on our channel. The only way we make money is through your wonderful and kind donations. I am going to CrimeCon tomorrow, and it is it's going to be exciting. And we do have bills that we have to pay. I have bills coming.
She like trains her dog to do the sneeze when she's live. She's like, you'll get a treat I just need you to sneeze so that I can talk about that $200 vet bill.
Up at the end of the week that are directly connected to this live stream. So if there is any way you can donate $1, that would be great. We would greatly appreciate it because we do not get any help from YouTube whatsoever. And they say it's because of our content. Thank you very, very much. I can pay my bill now. Thank you so, so much. I can pay my bill and my cell phone bill. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my cell phone bill is pretty big. Whew. Scary. I have so many bills this weekend.
It's scary. And that, it's like, I believe that. I think it is piling up. But this is where it's like, there's a problem here. And she's talking about going to CrimeCon allegedly this year and playing the slots. Honey,
I just thought
it's piling up. It's getting scary.
if I could get my internet bill paid. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I really don't want to have you come here one day and I'm not here anymore.
Oh my gosh. What? Then I just don't want you guys to come here one day and I'm not here anymore? Wow. The guilt trip on the subs. Donate because, you know, I don't want you guys to come here. Oh, because then like the power will be shut off or whatever. She won't be able to reach her community. Is it going to get to that? I don't think it's going to get to that. You can literally hit the live button. If you went to a public place that had Wi-Fi, you as a YouTuber, if your power got cut off, but you still had like your phone at least, even if they shut off the service, you can pick up free Wi-Fi, hit live and be like, hey guys, I'm checking in, like I can stream here. Like it wouldn't have to come down to they go to your channel and then all of a sudden, like, yeah, it goes dark, like you're just gone.
So shut up, bitch.
But literally, Olap, amazing video, the compilation. Keep up the good work. Love it. I think we're actually going to close tonight with the JLR musical, which is also brought to us by it's my favorite. Also brought to us by Olap. Their channel is in the description box and mods have been periodically dropping it. So I'm going to play the song and then do the outro. And I will see you guys here tomorrow night to reconvene. And I think we're discussing updates with JLR and White Boy Lockdown Radio. And then probably some hidden true crime stuff because there's always some BS to discuss. So join me tomorrow night. And thank you again, Olap and moderators and everyone who donated. You guys are awesome. And yes, greatly appreciated. Bye, guys.
Folks, so I just want to bring everyone's public awareness. I got a guy literally, like came to my house, like I'm serious. This habitual, violent, dangerous criminal. And he's literally live streaming down the street from my house right now. And this guy's been stalking me for years, making numerous videos. So I might have to call the police and file a restraining order. This is reasonably fear. This is some fear. This is some fear. This guy's been stalking me for like years, makes videos and stalks me. I'm gonna have to file police reports and file a restraining order against him. I'll just keep this up just in case something happens to me. Somebody busts in the house or whatever like that. This is pretty crazy. This stalker is on me right now. Woo! He's live streaming in my neighborhood, and he's specifically targeting me. Whoa. Police reports will be filed, and I'm definitely filing a protection order tomorrow against him for sure. The only thing you can do when it comes to these stalkers is just take legal action and let the police handle it. I think with that being said, I'm gonna sign off and go to handle things. Please pray for me, please pray for my family. This guy here has been stalking me for years. This is the same one, has been calling my house, and he's literally by my house, and I'm reasonably in fear here.
So you guys seeing it, documenting it, this stuff is crazy. This is crazy. So I'm calling the police, and I am filing a restraining order against this guy. So be safe out there, folks. God is with me. This is sometimes when you do your reporting, this is this type of stuff that happens. So whew, crazy. I'm in reasonable fear. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'll be back and take care of this and take legal action immediately. All right, we'll talk soon.
I think with that being said, I'm gonna sign off and go to handle things. Please pray for me, please pray for my family. This guy here has been stalking me for years. This is the same one, has been calling my house, and he's literally by my house, and I'm reasonably in fear here.
Domestic violence awareness is a big, huge YouTuber that lives over here. He's beating up women. It's not cool. Allegedly, hypothetically, and for educational purposes. Domestic violence awareness.